Okay, so here we are at the Nature Coast Botanical Gardens down in Spring Hill, Florida, about 20 miles south of my house. And this is my first time here. I saw it on a late night TV show on one of them local access channels, and I just decided to check it out. It's on a little side street that comes up very suddenly off of Spring Hill Drive, Parker Street. Just past a light, so you're just taking off, and all of a sudden, boom, there it is, almost hidden behind another sign. Watch that when you're coming in. So we'll go take a look around here. Okay, here we go, Nature Coast Botanical Gardens. Open dawn to dusk, no RVs allowed. Okay. Now, this is right in the middle of a residential neighborhood, a nice residential neighborhood. And they have, it looked like about 7 house lots. Botanical Gardens, Welcome Center. Fantasy Garden. Isn't that a nice space? Wow. Yeah, trees. Okay. Seems to be some sort of a Japanese garden. You see right there, we're on a residential street. A sign. I have to see what the sign says. Stay on Pine Bark Path. Okay. Well, the path is covered with leaves, so I'll assume this is the Pine Bark Path. Pardon our dust, restoration underway. Fernando chapter of the Florida Native Plant Society. That's a big push down here, is to stick with native species that are that do like the conditions here, so you don't have to use a lot of water or add chemicals to the ground that endanger things. Okay, I don't know what happened to the path here. Sort of seems to be over here. Okay, we need some work on these paths. Here's the path. Okay. Alright, this is just like a nice little walk through the woods, I guess. A bridge here. Lily pad forest. That looks like that needs a little water, a little work. A lot of green stuff. That's that same green stuff we've got in Pepper Creek. I want to get out there with a boat and just get all that garbage out of there. Clogs up the system. It's like hair in your tub drain. There's a lot of choices on paths. I'm not sure what the overall route is. Okay, now here you can see the other cross street, the other residential street at 90 degrees. Okay, Florida native plants. Okay, now this is not native. This is one of those invasive bastards. I got them all over my yard. I'm surprised they haven't sprayed this to get rid of it. That horrible thing. Smothers the trees. It eventually just completely enwraps them. Nice tree. Nice tree. We like tree. And of course this baby, which is all over the place, that is native Florida if you ever saw it. And again the path sort of disappears. This place needs some work. Okay, here we go. I'm back on a path, but I was on a path before and all of a sudden I wasn't. Apparently so. Okay, bird bath needs to be reset. It kind of looks like a main path I'm coming out to now. Or it's just the way to the shed. Basically trying to get an overview of this whole thing because all the details are on their website online in several videos. Of course, this is mostly supported by local garden clubs as opposed to a state or a county park. It's not like we got a bunch of... Okay, here's Palm Garden. Okay, and I guess that's just... They have these little areas that are dedicated to particular things. I wonder what the relationship between palms and ferns is. North we got a lot of ferns. Down here, that roll seems to be maybe filled by palms of varying types. Or palm-like things. The saw palmetto, which is almost a given at any Florida landscape. Okay, we got a path going out that way, but I'm just going to see how far up this way we go. Oh, the secret garden. Here we go. The secret garden. By the Erickson family. Cute little thing. Oh, a little chipmunk over there. Okay, a couple paths through there. A little open space up and back. I think this is the western perimeter of the property. So we're hitting the fence here. And like I said, this is in a residential neighborhood. But we got a nice little high ground here for Florida. I just climbed a hill in Florida. And that gives you a nice little view from this corner of the property of the Nature Coast Botanical Garden. Okay. And we'll follow that path off to the south. Again, we've got two choices of paths here. I'm going to go off to the right here a little bit. Okay. I got to find out what that purple leaf plant is. I see that an awful lot. Little trail through there. Lots of places to sit around here. Again, another trail goes down here. And again to the perimeter of the property. Looks like somebody's growing some beans or something here, maybe. Yellow flowers. Hello, yellow flowers. Now, if you want to know where to turn, see the auto zone? It's just after that. 7-Eleven there, too. Okay. A floor-decking peach. Oh, look at this. There's something for you, huh? Violet and purple. Interesting colors. Not one typically associated with flowers for somebody up north. There's that purple tinged thing again. Very strange color palette, I find. Okay. Here's an area that looks a little more orderly. The butterfly garden, created by Sue Walsh. Okay. And with a representative sculpture at the gate. The butterfly garden and the title piece in ceramic. Very nice. Now I imagine that these are all species that are attractive to butterflies. There are very specific flowering plants that butterflies feed on. Oh, look at that delightful chair. What a wonderful design. And there are a different type of species of plants that butterflies breed on. So a successful butterfly garden or yard has to supply both those needs for the wonderful butterflies, which I'm not seeing any around right here, right now. But it might be, oh no, I saw a monarch in my pool the other day. So, oh, there goes one. Oh, got away from me. That is that black Florida butterfly. I think he's like our state butterfly or something. Ah, there's some nice red things there. Oh my gosh, look at that big grasshopper. Can you see him? Woo, biggie. I gotta find out. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at this. Look at that. Huh? Hello there. And he's off. Cool. Okay, so we saw a couple butterflies in the butterfly garden. And he's coming right back at me. Huh. How wonderful. Look at that. There he is. Cool. Okay, and boom. They can really move when they want to. Okay. And then over here we have the Desertscape Garden. Now this has always been my penchant for growing things, because I can't kill them. Plants tend to die around me, but cactus can survive most anything. Giant yucca. Nice sculpture too. Okay, so these are all your cactuses, which are actually not native to Florida. May or may not be, but I mean, you think more of Arizona, New Mexico, that sort of area. But they do quite well here. I wonder if they get upset in the winter. A ground orchid. Oh, coral cactus, that's nice. That's just kind of nice there. That tree up there, I should know what that is. Okay. Spanish bayonet. I'll go see what that tree is. Excuse the repeat. That's going to bug me. Oh, there it is. No, pencil cactus. And there, it doesn't say what the tree is. Oh well. Somebody can put in the comments what this tree is. Lucinda! Oh, here we go, here we go. Oh, prickly pear. There we go. I knew that. Prickly pear.